we see very often is spammers. So a use case here is someone who is doing a lot of MX requests constantly, and maybe they are getting some responses such as NX domain or server fail. So if we would filter for the clients that are having MX requests for mail servers, getting NX domain answers and NX domain requests, you can see here that there are several instances where some particular users, some particular IP addresses are having a constant flow. So most probably there is some issue there, and you can actually detect it. All this information, we send it via reports. We do not have them only on the admin portal. We send them via weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly reports. You can set up multiple recipients and the language of the report. I can show you one report example. Reload it. So my local file is not loading, so I will show it from here. You have the whole histogram of reports, so you can download any older report. PDFs are not loading today. Okay, great. And you can get all the information every month, every Monday on your inbox. So you can have all the information aggregated in your inbox and be able to control your network. Of course, we have a dedicated API which you can query, so you can get all the information, not only from the reports, not only from the portal, but if you would like to do another integration, you can have all the threads that we identify integrated to your system. You can get all the DNS traffic, all the resolver metrics. So it's really easy for you to actually interconnect with us and build on the resolvers, so you have full control of your network. The last thing I would like to touch is that all the resolvers.
I'm sorry, Andronikos. Before you will touch it, there's an interesting question here, and let's come back to how it is deployed and what's the latency because of the deployment. I have already answered to the chat that everything is deployed on-premise in the network, and everything is cached there. For sure, what is not cached has to be cached, but we are not asking our data centers. We are asking how to say it technically correctly. We are asking explain this, please.
Yes, my pleasure. So we are talking now about the local resolver scenario, right? We are not talking about the cloud resolver. So the resolvers are fully operating on premise. So all the thread database, all the data are in the cache of the DNS resolvers. We are not doing online lookups every time that you would like to do a resolution. All the threat intelligence is propagated from our cloud to your on-premise resolvers. And whenever a user is asking, then everything is answered from the cache. So all in all, they are normal resolvers with the added layer of protection.
Yes. But what will happen with this small amount of queries that are not cached? Is there any added latency comparing to standard resolvers? And I think there is no added latency. That's as fast as other resolvers, right?
That's right. That's right. Actually, can you switch, please? Thanks. Actually, the not resolver is having quite a very clever way of doing the lookups. So in comparison with bind or unbound, we have seen way better results in terms of latency. So all in all, the resolver is operating as a pure and normal DNS resolver. It is just having the filtering layer, which is not adding any latency. It's in less than nanoseconds, the filtering that is there.
Yes, so it will not ask our data center or something. It will go directly to the place where is the what's called the data about what has to be resolved and how accessed. So comparing to the deployment that Imran has described here, that he has Unbound, that is asking Cloudflare, it will miss this part asking Cloudflare, and it will ask directly to the authoritative server, and will be processed from your network directly to the authoritative server. So there can be latency in the case the authoritative server is somewhere far away. But in this case, it will be such a minor issue, not issue, question, query, that you or your user will not experience it at all. And the best what you can do is really to try it on yourself, because you don't need to believe us. Feel free to deploy Whalebone. You don't need to forward there any users. Deploy it on the same way as your Unbound is deployed in the network, and try to ResPerf performance benchmark. And I can share with you later on the step-by-step guide, and you can see if there is any difference between Whalebone and between Unbound combined with Cloudflare. That's actually the best and very easy way how to do that, how to check it out. We are not able to tell what's your network topology and so on, so it's up to you. And regarding the testing of Whalebone, we've usually allows it for 14 days. It's actually very enough time for even the largest networks. But in the case you would need more time, that's definitely possible to discuss it and to extend the trial period. We have never turned off the trial in the case these 14 days were over. Nothing will happen. Like for example, we would not never ever stop resolving if the trial is over. The only thing you will experience is that we will contact you and ask you to move forward and to give your feedback, your position, your opinion, so that we can also move forward from our side. Yeah, so Andron, you can continue.
Yeah, so we're running a bit out of time. So the last thing that I would like to share with you are the alerts. So during the discussion, we said what happens if there is some failure, there is some issue in the resolver. You can set up alerts directly from the admin portal. You can send them to your email, to your Slack, to your webhook, wherever. And we can actually set different types of alerts. So for the DNS traffic, for the resolver, for the threads. And it's up to you how you would like. Of course, we are open to feature requests. So if you would like to monitor something different, that's up to you. But all in all, in terms of monitoring the resolvers, we have several integrations. We have SNMP integration, we have Prometheus integration, we have API integration. So you can really be on top of the resolvers and what's going on in your network. And that's all from my side. Thank you very much, everyone.
Yes, should you have any other questions, feel free to write them or feel free to raise your hand, and I can allow you using the mic. And what I can also mention is feel free to have a play with that. We are absolutely cooperative. So that means in the case you will have any questions or any hesitations during the trial, even our support will be available for you. So we will help you to have a play with that, to deploy that. And the best thing is, in the case you will like that, the trial deployment is actually the real commercial deployment. You will not need to do anything else. So that's really easy. And in the case you don't have any other questions, we will be able to for you later on via email, or you can call me. I will share the presentation recording with you later on. And have a nice and wonderful day today, and enjoy the weekend that is close to us. So have a nice day, guys. Bye. for sure, in the case you have any.